Yeah, it just changed everything.
Like, okay.
I strongly believe, like, that shit changed everything.
I've realized, you brought it up to my attention when I was working for the
Fuck.
What?
Wait, no, go ahead. You're good. I love this conversation.
This is a pocket outside of, this is one of our high conversations.
Yes, this is a high conversation.
But we will watch it.
We will watch it. I love the TV conversation, though. Like, I think, yeah, it like, changed everything.
So, okay, but not even that.
Can I record this?
Oh, yeah, no, what? No. Well, now it's just two guys performing.
Let's hear. No,
I love the conversation. Well, but okay, so I lost my turn. I'm really like struggling to hold this thread because
it's TV back to the 80s and you guys were cursing.
Well, okay, that's not related. I'll get to that story. I mean, the story I shouldn't even finish it for the sake of this show.
Oh yeah, just finish it. And we'll do
we'll do TV. Okay, so how you piss off a film crew is that you start swearing during the last take that's been on a reset for like 5 times. And then, not only do they start swearing, but then the agency starts really laughing outside. And so, like, that really makes, like, the crew be like, what are we filming right now?
Yeah.
Like, you realize that, like, we're over time, and you're paying us a shit ton of money right now.
Yeah.
And we're all, like, we want to leave, to a degree. It's funny, because there is this level of, like, yeah, you get overtime, and then on the other hand, I want to go home, you know?
Yeah.
So, but not only that, you keep going. You keep swearing, and you keep the take going for a while.
Couldn't tell you, plebeian. I'm in my castle on a laptop.
Right.
That shit.
Yeah, a fucking laptop that they left on a table that we're trying to strike, but like, oh God forbid, we probably shouldn't touch your laptop. Yeah, so that was that story. Anyway, it was just really like that's how you piss off a film crew.
Very nice.
But anyway, that's probably cut from the episode.
By the way, of television.
I don't know if you know this, but there is one episode of Hey, can I record this online?
Dude, you're releasing. Do not follow it like that. Yeah, I know exactly. Yeah.
Do you know? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, and. That's
good. And that's slightly good.
It's a good thing.
I looked for it. I couldn't even find it on Spotify.
Disconnect your person from that show as much as possible, and then jump out of nowhere. Never like.
No, none of this should make no sense. This is a terrible show.
So fucking fun. Yeah. If someone somewhere picks it up somehow, it's like. Gotcha!
It's gonna be. We'll find out about the show being successful from other people before we realize it.
So dumb. That's hilarious.
So anyway, okay, the TV. I'm really interested because we were talking about, and you brought to my attention when I work for the Chronicle, that magazines and newspapers exist just to sell ads. But I don't know if that's 100% true.
Yes,
but
and
someone took improv.
It's also it's ads for like local stuff too.
Also, it's right then it becomes editorial where you're writing content that's towards an audience, and then you're selling stuff towards an audience.
You can't help but not create an audience either. That's the other thing. So it's like that's how in an information like age, basically, where it's all everyone is the economy runs on people like over discussing the issues, and then it all kind of mashes back into like, here, I'll throw you some cash to like prop up this ideal, and now we're gonna
So my question,
appease our people, and you know, it's a economic cycle.
Right. So my question.
Yes.
I'm sure this happened with the radio, but the radio is kind of not as interesting as the TV. No offense, I love radio plays.
I think it's.
I think obviously
the only way you can talk about TV is
copy. Of course, fair, but that's not really where I'm getting with this conversation.
I know.
So I love radio.
We jumped to TV.
I mean, whatever. So, okay.
Dude, radio is so... You know what radio was used first for?
What?
None of that shit. It was for fucking military operations.
Right, well, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Okay, so...
We have the radio is a product of... Military operations. It's so hilarious. It's like if we weren't at war and trying to technologically dominate and shit, we're like... you like create this really crazy thing out of like weird circumstances.
Yes, right. Well, that's
so
like
funny.
it's like finding the cure for cancer.
Yeah.
Not the cure for cancer, chemo, right? Because it was
I don't know
Nazi.
about-
That was a Nazi scientist thing.
Oh, is that a Zyklon B?
I could be wrong. No,
Zyklon B
we're not
is-
pumping cyclone. Is that what chemo?
That's
stands for? Is that an air?
No, that's
Cyclone B.
Zyklon B is the chemical they pump through
I
the
know,
gas chamber.
I know. Imagine if that is what. Well, I mean, it makes them puke. It could be cyclone.
I love the other day when you were like trying to draw a swastika, and I was like, and I came in and I was like, I feel pretty like numb to the idea of the like as you know
Yeah.
being Jewish and having that background.
Yeah.
Half of me is like, I gotta move on. Like I gotta live my life. Like I can't
Right.
be thinking about this
Right.
this historical thing
Yeah.
that affected everything and like is the reason why I'm here today, but also speaks to a greater like humanitarian crisis. Like
Yeah.
you know, which is just there's so much to it, and I'm like, I can't think about that today. Like I have to go live my life. But then like you see this thing where it's like, yeah, it's this goofy like it's goofy and everyone's kind of like ironically like bringing it back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's what punk.
But there's like
did.
this really there's this really really like deep part of me which is like, oh my fucking god, like it's starting like it's gonna I said no.
No, like it's like
I
like a fucking like.
I feel like my grandmother is like
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
I'm
yeah.
like
There is.
and
guilt with
she's dude. Can I tell you a crazy thing?
Yeah.
This is like actually like psychosis.
Yeah.
Like you might be like mental. I have my grandmother like raised me when I was I you know it's all her. As much as my mom and dad like you know my mom and dad were very busy people. They were workhorses.
Mm-hmm.
Really like they did they did everything. They were real. I can't believe I have the parents I have. At the same time, it's like you can have everything, you can have all the stuff, and then it's like you only get a certain amount of time, and you know. But you know, on Saturdays I would hang out with my dad. You know, and
Right,
my mom,
and you would eat dinner with
so it's
them.
not
It's
right.
not like you were
so
like
it's
a
not
fucking,
like
yeah.
a.
And it's also
But-
nothing wrong with people.
But for some reason, because dude, at some point you wake up and you go to school. When I would go to school, at the end of the day, my mom's working, my dad is at or prior to that,
Not that
he was
you like had previous.
oh
knowledge
shit,
of
I'm
Robert
like
Williams.
saying all this stuff.
It doesn't
but
matter. It's all.
It
out.
doesn't matter.
It's all out.
The school will close. The school I went to will close. That's a whole other story.
Is it before my 10-year anniversary? You think? No.
You're on your way to a
17?
10-year.
I have 4 years.
You're
Or 3
6
years, maybe?
minus 3.
I'm so pissed that is not planned our fucking.
Oh my
10th
god,
anniversary.
dude! 10 years.
What? Are
You've
you
been out of
high school? I know, and I have nothing to celebrate about it. What if I hosted a?
Wait, no one's. Was
He's
the
our fucking
president?
president.
Wait,
Of course he
that
was.
makes this so much. Wait, I totally missed that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what makes the
Yeah.
FYI thing actually hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Your the class president became like an F-list celebrity.
Yeah.
That's fucking
What?
great.
Wait, does it go to F?
I created that one. I think.
That's good.
What, dude? You're a bro. You're a bro that sells Happy Dad.
Well, no, but I was just
You're a
thinking about
broy
it,
guy that you're like, what the fuck is up? Got like,
You know,
there's only so far you can.
It's so funny because you couldn't think that like okay like at the very like lowest like reality TV people have to be like the D list, let's call them. But then you have this new level of like podcasters and you're like, well fuck, I mean like is there anything sadder about like making something and no one listening to it and you're putting so but it's not even that they're making something like and they're putting their heart like it's that they're not putting
They've
their
captured-
heart into it.
they've
They're fucking
captured
talking
niches.
into a mic. Well, but they're just fucking like doing nothing. Like, and I'm not saying that this is it. I mean, Cat's in the bag. Can't I record this? But like, not that I'm saying this is any different, but like, usually this is anonymous. Or it is.
Yeah, it's anonymous.
It's a secret or whatever. I mean, to us, to everyone in the room except me, and I try not to like put on for it.
I think but I think that's great.
It's different. For sure.
Because
here comes some smoke that we're blowing up our ass.
I think it's great. Actually, no.
And please subscribe to wherever you can find this. I don't know where you can find it.
But listen. In reality, can I record this?
Yeah.
I think has the same amount of reach as...
Yeah.
Or maybe a little bit more. But
I think that
it's obscure.
If I'm being honest...
If I could audience market this, I would say...
If I'm being honest, like, I'm not saying that it's as good as this show, or that it, like, is even similar necessarily. Well, it probably is a little similar in some ways. Because we are inspired by it. But I would say that people who like Cumtown and the Adam Friedland Show, but as well, I'm taking a Venn diagram. I'm taking a Venn diagram. I think people who would like the Adam Friedland Show, Cumtown, maybe like Tim Robinson.
This isn't even going up.
This is all like probably not. But like,
shit.
But like, it doesn't matter. It's not for anyone. This show is not for anyone.
This is a conversation.
God forbid you listen to this. I fucking hats off to you, listener. But this is such a meta episode. This is probably, if this goes out, this could be the 5th episode.
A podcast that talks about itself.
What is it even a podcast? You know what's funny?
Imagine, if you will, a podcast that discusses its own scenario. You've never seen psychosis quite like this.
Is it a Kafka trap? What is it called? Where is it? It's named after someone. Where it's like
Kafkaesque.
No, see that's the other thing. Where it's like we have these buzzwords. Where it's like, yes, Kafkaesque. A man turns into a bug.
The idea of Kafkaesque becoming like the vocabulary word.
But people use it. People use it all the time.
So
people do.
Fucking, it's like. Your use of the word Kafkaesque is Kafkaesque. Fuck you.
I don't even know what it actually means. Like, does it have anything to do with the fucking book?
Like
the story? Or is it something completely other?
That's the thing. It's like everyone who's saying it is like, that's crazy, man. That's all it means is like, that's crazy, man.
Like, is it dystopian of some sort? Or like, but like, what is the actual methodology that Kafka had?
It's like Metamorphosis is like, this guy is isolated. He's isolating himself from society, and added this like, and it's I guess you could parallel it to today, where it's like all I do is look at my iPhone and I don't talk to anyone. Like you metamorphosize
that's super
into like this like,
dude, and it's
you're a narcissist. Like you're obsessed with yourself, but you're also. That's what I mean. It's like a podcast talking about a podcast is Kafkaesque, but the fucking word itself has become like a mythology.
Well, here's the thing: it's not esque. It's like beyond esque. Esque is like a little bit, or like a thing.
It's referring to itself in such a way that I can't use it without fucking wanting to cringe and kill myself.
Yeah,
it's like I feel disgusted saying Kafkaesque.
But like, okay, so
I really do.
Esque. Right, esque. Is that like a French word or a Roman word where it means like, because esque is like, it's like.
I was gonna look it up, but I read a quote the other day from Tom Waits, and he said, "Why should I have to Google things? Why can't I for a moment wonder?"
I think I read that also, and
now I'm gonna look it up.
I've also been telling people that though, actually.
Now I'm gonna look it up.
Here's something that happened on a PA set.
That's Kafkaesque. What does esque mean? Esque etymology.
Yeah, there we go.
The etymology of esque is from the medieval Latin iscus.
Iscus. Is it spelled with an I or an E? Probably
meaning
not.
Like or resembling.
Yeah.
Wow, this moment is very resembling a Kafka book. Have you read one? Nope.
Yeah, right? Where did it like, oh my god, it's gotta be in media.
And guess what? Me neither. But at least I'm like, alright, I will instead do where where I will pull these words out. I somehow fucking these buzzwords, man. You want to hear some vocab words I wrote down?
Yeah.
Pusillanimous.
I didn't remember that word.
Pusillanimous.
Puce. Is it a despicable trait?
Some would say it is, but some would say it is a natural reaction of humanity.
What is it? The word again?
Pusillanimous.
I would like to get some pusillanimous.
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 Do you want me to? Do you want me to tell you?
In my head, I'm like, oh yes, I can figure out the etymology. If I were to puce, yes, puce. It means lit. Yes, it means like to get lit. And it's from a man. The man find the word. And us, it's about you and me. Ah, yes, okay.
You opened the mind palace.
Do you remember when that episode of Sherlock came out with the Mind Palace, and everyone was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have a Mind Palace now. Like, I see everything. Yeah, I have little filing cabinets in my brain. Yes, it's a library.
Yes.
You remember that episode?
Yeah.
It was very Kafkaesque.
Now,
because, like,
let's think about everything we've talked about today. So we've brought everything out to this, like, oh, we're learning about these words. Now, how do we know about these words? You're talking... This led to the Mind Palace. This led to an episode of a TV show. Boom, we're back to TV.
We're back to TV.
Do you understand? It's all, like, you're fucking... Everything you know is essentially informed by this thing.
It's the mode. It's the mode that we've been around. Have you read philosophy at all? Ooh, I have a little something over Alex.
I think... I try to read. This is gonna sound so fucking pretend, and someone should shoot me. No, don't.
Imagine if we had a gun in this house, and I was just
That's
like,
so
but not that I would like shoot you, but like it's like shoot me.
Shoot me if I'm being too much.
That is the funniest thing.
I like to read stories. Oh. I like to read stories and watch. I like to read literature, and I think it...
Yeah.
I've been trying to do it.
Well, you read philosophy through other things, like, obviously, Crime and Punishment.
My favorite TV shows and movies and shit like that are informed based on what is this story telling me philosophically.
And what is the truth that it's getting at? What is this
the truth?
What is this, yeah.
What are they trying to achieve with this story? Some stories try not to achieve anything, and that's great. That's fine.
Yeah, whatever.
And then they're no.
But it's not.
I think those are great.
We need it.
Because even those sometimes,
like Monty Python.
I think the curse right now is dude. Top television shows of the year.
Should I buy it? Oh, I didn't show you the hat.
Number 1, Succession. Number 2, The Curse. Number 3, The Idol.
What about Attack on Titan?
I'm talking live action American television.
Okay.
I think I can't.
But come on, no. But here's the thing. I didn't think so. By the way, you see that likes Attack on Titan? Or
yeah,
did you know this?
I messaged her. I said you see the vision.
When we when the dub comes out, we should have a listening party. Invite her and then some other people.
Dude, yeah.
And have a hangout in the yard or something.
Oh my god,
it'll be fun.
That was
in the sound system outside. It'll be cool. Or in here, whatever.
It's dude. Imagine we invite all the neighbors over and we be like, "We drew this. Like, we put this together."
No, they're all Mexican. They all know about Attack on Titan.
I said that so. Of course,
dude. You know what I looked up today?
Marie Curie death.
Because look what sent me.
She got nuclear poison.
I know. Well, sent me this. I can't show you the audio, but it's a guy like talking about like how like he made a ring for someone and then he got sent this.
Yeah, the camera.
That's like uranium or something.
Started fuzzing up.
Yeah. Did Doug send you this?
No, I've seen that video before.
What is that? Uranium or something?
Dude, it's like radiation coming up. It's like yeah.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead. This person. Or like his hand's fucked. Look what he did with his hand. Do you think it's fake?
Dude, the morsel. The fucking PTSD.
That's disgusting. Now that I'm high, I'm realizing how absolutely terrible.
Dude, like you get.
Dude, I just looked at Gav and I thought it said gay.
You get really fucking sick. You get really. You get. Yeah.
Oh, that like makes me so queasy.
Right.
You seen Chernobyl?
Yeah.
Nuts.
That's a pretty crazy.
It was pretty incredible. That was a pretty incredible show. I watched that at the beginning of COVID.
You know that's where my aunt is from? That's why she has 6 fingers and 6 toes. No, she's like awful. My aunt on
Do you think the extra finger on a girl would make it more satisfying to come? Like, do you think that would... Is that... Or no, you probably only use 2 fingers or 1
That one
fingers.
makes me want to watch episode 11.
No, wait. But we haven't even talked about the TV yet.
We did.
No, not really. But we didn't ask my thing. We didn't talk about my thing I wanted to say with this.
Oh, go ahead.
So, okay. First, let me show you this photo.
Attack on Titan is fantastic. Whoa.
Should I buy that? I can get it for like $30. $31.
$30 for a fucking hat?
I know, isn't it fucking stupid? They gotta be doing print on demand. Oh, they're not doing print on demand. They're fucking $8.24.
You will buy it.
No, I don't want to buy it.
I
don't even care. I don't think it's that great.
No, you
honestly.
will.
No, I won't. I already pay $5 a month for $8.24. I don't need to, and I don't even really do much with it right now. They get how much? Do they get? 12, 6. They get $60 for me a month. A year, not a month.
I'm all about bootleg shirts.
Yeah, you're right.
Those things are the fucking best.
Final thought.
Just shirts you buy off Instagram.
Yeah,
they're the best. You know.
Yeah.
If you choose, you gotta shop right. You gotta shop right.
Or just go to some thrift stores and get lucky. What did I? Not even thrift stores. I went to that.
Sometimes you gotta shell out a couple of dinglings for a nice little.
What do you honestly think about that JoJo shirt?
It's
like,
pretty weak.
It is weak, right? It's kind of gay, right? It's kind of like a little like
yeah.
I like anime.
The shirt quality is nice.
Yeah, it is nice.
The shirt quality is not
but I'm not crazy about the head being huge.
Yeah, the chibi shit is like...
That's style?
So... Yeah, that's like when I was like a kid. You know what I mean? It's like people who enjoyed anime but couldn't draw it. Like, you know how some people draw like stick figures and it's like, oh, I watch it like Cartoon Network or whatever.
Yeah.
Or like kids who would watch anime like very early on and be like, and like the easy version is chibi. So I turn like all my favorite characters like... Go. That's what they do in this show. Like they jump into that, and that's the. But in this, they're parodying it. Like
just like Dora doesn't do it. I don't think. Which thank God Dora doesn't.
No,
do it.
Dora. I don't know how the fuck they do it. I don't know how they do it.
No, they don't. They definitely don't.
By the way, I think season 2 is there's some pretty loud calls
for Dora
for a season 2.
Really?
I've been.
What does that mean? Like the internet wants it? Or, like, is it good viewership, or what?
People have been talking, like...
On Twitter?
Yeah, like, Attack on Titan's done, like, Mappa move up... But also Mappa's going through, like, a crazy workers situation.
Yeah, I bet they're fucked.
Do you not know?
No, but I know. I can only imagine.
I know animators do not sleep, apparently.
Yeah, I can only imagine, like, what, like... Oh, my God, it's kind of, like... It's, like, a little, what's the word? When it's not okay to do something. Like, a fucking, Jesus Christ! Like it's like it's not right to do this. What is that? It's
What?
No, what's the word?
Morally unethical.
It's unethical. Yeah, it's unethical. To watch Attack on Titan and Doro. So that's why you should only read the manga.
Jujutsu Kaisen looks
insane
exactly. Though. Like it's Jujutsu Kaisen. I'm like, I've never seen.
Hey man, I would make this shit too if I never slept.
I have never seen anything like. They're doing things now that. Dude, the boy and the heron, they work day in and day out, but they do it for the love of the game. Like, that thing is like...
Well, that's the thing here, too.
Everyone that works there is like, we fucking love this.
But there's also an end in sight.
Mappa is big enough now that they've got people who are like, we love this, and people who are like...
This is slavery.
I gotta clock in today. Like, I love animating, but, like, I want to make my own... You know, everyone wants to make their own thing.
Dude, you're so right. Of course there's people who are like, I can make something, but like, and they're so talented, they could.
before,
but they're led by this fucking machine. They should unionize. Well, I mean,
that's the Kanye trick.
There's gotta be an animator. Is there an animator union for like movies?
For movies?
Yeah.
Animator union. Probably.
I'm wondering, but there's no video. There's definitely no video game animator union, like coder union, right? I don't think so. That's the whole issue.
I don't think so. I think there's unions trying to be developed in like Activision Blizzard and stuff, but like
right. It would be company by company, not by like SAG.
They just can't.
Like
the
SAG.
thing is like SAG. Oh, dude, don't even get me started on SAG after. There's like shit.
I'm sure there's shit
where it's like, you guys aren't like completely
right. Of course, yeah.
like
it's a fucking industry.
You know what I mean?
I mean, not everything's gonna get corrupted.
Dude, it's so
gotten corrupted.
That dude, can I tell you?
Wait, have you been thinking about it? Because literally, it's been staring you in the face like all day.
Yeah, no. I just It's like the world is my museum, and I'm like, oh, all right. Like, I've seen it. I've seen that somewhere.
Yeah. This.
I
think it's
yeah.
Good. It's but whatever. It's fine.
Well, if fine is what everyone is going for, then right.
No, but I mean, it's a thing to take pictures with.
Because I do it for the love.
You don't get it.
No.
I know. This one, I have to defend this one. I like this. Because it's like, okay, sure, it's a little gay, you're on the cover, but it's a photo booth thing. When you're thinking about events and things to happen and corralling people around, it's a thing to have. And sure, there's opportunities for other things. We could have a whole world of shit. And of course, try different things. Look at what I'm doing with the fucking magazine, having it open.
Dude, I think, yeah. And not to bring the room down, but get ready.
I can't believe I'm so good at designing sometimes, but I'm also not. Like, I don't know. I feel like I'm.
Well, the other thing is like, do you want to apply like, also is like applying that to an Austin culture, but humor like magazine? It's like things have become so niched and like separated that it's like, how does a culture humor magazine work? Is the humor gonna overtake it, or like the Austin like the current Austin culture, which is like, man, I'm excited. Like I'm a millennial. I'm excited for my like, gotta go get coffee and go to this, and then, there's that happening. But then I feel like my generation, or like where my head is stuck at, is like, like we're having fun in a separate way. I feel like Austin and
yeah.
But there's people in Austin, it's not fair to Austin, because there's people in clubs.
Oh fuck! There was something cool tonight. I should. Where is it going? No, there was something happening tonight.
But the thing is, it's like that'll come after it comes other places.
So yeah.
Because I think Austin just demographically is a little bit like old, like I guess older.
Right.
I would say. And the migration from California really affected that, because you have people who are rich enough to move. So now your population is like those guys.
Yeah.
And it's like, am I really gonna learn from, like, oh my god, new people at a bar, and it's you guys? Like, what you guys, yeah. So, but that's.
Well, we really hit. I'm sorry. I've just stopped listening.
I'm ranting.
And
I feel I'm not. By the way, I'm not calling you old or whatever.
No, dude.
Don't even trip, brother.
No, don't even trip.
Don't even trip, brother.
Check this out.
Oh my god, Matt Rife.
I need to show you some hot girls. I've been meeting.
Oh fuck, dude! I really want to watch.
Here's one. I know. We're gonna get to it.
Okay.
Probably.
Come on, dude. Dude.
Okay, so this is. Oh shit! What's he got going on? Secret group.
Yeah. Houston.
Yeah, not Austin.
Dude.
It's like everyone hates him, but it's tough.
He can move on.
It's really hard. He can't.
Dude,
he should. I told him. I was talking to him. Like, I'm like, I really like the idea of like. I'm like, yeah. He told me about how like he went to Colorado and basically he just like, he killed obviously at a mic, and then people were like, "Whoa, like you're really good," and like you leave an impression. I'm like, you should just go around the country and hit mics and just fucking leave an impression.
I'm telling you, on that alone. He could probably do something. I think if he really, like...
It would be cool to document that. Could be a really cool thing to do. Is that interesting? In addition to whatever else he wants to do? Documentary on Tim Warner.
Fuck.
Dude, oh my god. Oh my god. I don't know if he'd like it, though. It wouldn't have to be all the time. It would only be show. I don't know. That's interesting. Would you help me with this? You're not moving.
Well,
but we could do it.
If it's touring, it's going.
We're going all around. We're going all around.
Places, then it's.
He lives in his car. You live in your car.
Wait.
I live in my car.
Why not just fucking
all live in his car? No.
No. Like
sell all our cars and get a bus.
It's a tour. No, but. I think it's not a bus, but like, dude, like literally like a white van, like literally just like, and it's like we're on a holy mission.
I wouldn't be able to sleep in the same.
We're on a dude. It's like we're on a holy mission and we're roughing it. That would be, and it's like he tours the country and we just
get it all,
and we get it all. We do. That's like insane. That's insane. And it's like no drinking, no drugs, no any of that.
A sober tour. Yeah, fuck.
And we really like fucking man up and
fuck, yeah.
And that is like Tim Warner is like the people's comic. And then boom! It's like enjoy touring forever, man.
Look how it's a special and it's funny. It's comedy too.
We made a movie. We made a special. You now have a career. Let's go make Osmos.
You know what's cool?
Because we're the shit.
You know what's cool? We are the fucking shit. You know what's cool is that like if people were to ever look back on you know how like when you look back at like so like let's say Napoleon Dynamite has a short film. A lot of times when we have short films, other TV shows have pre-year things. People are, if this was ever a thing, or probably not. This is a bad example, but like if it ever became a thing, like people would find the six old episodes and be like, oh my god, like this is so like raw or whatever.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, and be like, whoa. But that's
holy shit.
Is that like an insane thing to propose?
It is insane only because I don't know him like that well.
That's us putting major investment in being like,
we believe in
you. We believe in you.
And we want to make you.
And now you believe in you.
Yeah.
Boom, go.
Good come?
What?
Good come?
Sure. But
he could do
there
sound.
Needs to be,
he would have to do sound.
Yeah, there would have to be a serious strategy.
We couldn't just sleep in a van. We'd have to figure it out.
Have you seen?
We've tents
you
and
haven't.
Shit too.
I watched the Kanye documentary.
Yeah.
I know I said Kanye, and now
here's the whole thing. I think he takes his car because he probably wants his own thing.
Yeah.
And I think we take either a van or like.
This is specific. I think.
And you can go back to your Kanye thing if you want to at some point.
Yeah, maybe in the same situation would be tough.
It's a lot. It's very close. And like
you're right.
And bands do it all the time, but think about how bands really know each other.
We
have to keep getting to know Tim. I mean, we would plan this for sure. This isn't happening next month.
We do it in a train, and then like.
If any dude wants this, he was like, nah, it's not for me. Do you think he'd be interested?
We would have to we would have to support him in a major way
and let him have like create whatever. I mean, it wouldn't be hard to let him be. He's fucking Tim. He's like not. He doesn't force himself on anyone. He's such a. Oh, he's so awesome. I was thinking about the conversation I had with him. He's such an awesome, genuine guy. And thank God he's sober, I guess. And thank God whatever kernel is within him.
And after an open mic,
he's such a human.
And at the end of the open mic, we interview him and be like, all right.
We just talk philosophy and shit. He's standing up.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Tim Warner show. No, the Tim Warner movie. The Tim Warner document. No, the Tim Warner. I don't know. Well, whatever.
Because someone's done a documentary on him just in New York, but it would be crazy to take it to another.
Is it on here?
Where
how long is it?
We're just following. He's like walking into the area, and we walk behind him. And he go, like shit like that, where you're just getting like incidental footage of him like going into places and shit.
Yeah.
Again, I'm sorry, I'm bringing it back to Kanye, but I saw this documentary, 500 Days in UCLA. It tracks like what he was up to in 2018, and can I show you one scene from it that is like, this is something that would happen.
I'm getting okay.
No, I was saying this is something that would happen to Tim Warner. That if we caught something like this but packaged it a little better. Because I think...
Did you get this bread? It was Brendan's.
That is Brendan's.
This looks like fucking...
That's Brendan's.
Looks like some 7-star shit.
I think you'll genuinely take something away from this.
Yeah.
From this...
I'm sure.
Because it's such a raw moment. No, it's not from Genius. It's from one that was just, it was like dropped, but there's something about it where it's like, there's something so focused about it. It's hard to explain.
Oh, dude, you know what I miss? Is cutting bread, making a turkey sandwich, like with some good bread. I used to do that all the time we had no bakeries here. It's all like Mexican shit. That's bad. Like, why is Mexican bakeries so bad? I'm not trying to be offensive. Every single
because you're white. No.
Latino bakery I've gone to, it's just like kind of
it's because they're owned by a conglomerate. Like, you're not even actually going to it's really? Owned by like Nathan Fielders and shit.
No, what are you talking about?
Yes, I mean some of those like the food.
But it looks like they're all, I don't know, it's like all like you know what I'm talking about? Like, you have the I think it's called conch. It's like the sweet bread with the sugar on it. And then you have like, even then they have like rolls, and some of their rolls can be good sometimes. But like, it's usually, dude, I think something's been happening with, what's it?
Oh my god, they took it down.
Oh, damn. I think pirating's been getting a little bit more harder lately because all the streaming sites have been being a little bit more down in what's it? Not as dependable.
Fuck. I can only find a TikTok of it.
Alright.
It's in TikTok format. But this was the scene in the movie. The picture is not gonna look great.
That's okay. I'm sure it's really just the audio we need.
No, this is no shit, nigga.
That's Jaden Smith. He was just driving down the road. Oh my god, it's Jaden Smith.
Yo, this is new shit I got. That's good, bro.
They ever know each other, you think?
I'm headed back to the office.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's Will Smith's son, dude.
Okay.
It's
I know.
huge.
That's Brad Lopez. What is happening here?
He said, "Hey man, he said, "Hey, what, like, you want to listen to this new thing I'm working on?" I love it, right? What do you think? Like, I want your opinion.
Where is Kanye?
He's in the driver's seat, left side.
What's up? How you doing?
Turn.
We're doing good. Oh. Oh shit, damn.
What happened? I can't hear him.
Yeah, the audio's bad, but
Yeah.
it's from the TikTok compression. But the cop is like, "Hey, just letting you know, guys." Da, 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 like, but
What?
he's like,
Is he like giving him shit?
No. He was like, "Hey, guys, there's," but they're all like, "Hey." It's like there's something about that moment that it's one of there's like a handful of moments that they show. They don't show his whole life, like, obviously, you know what I mean? But it's filmed in a way that's very voyeuristic. Mm-hmm. And so they choose to show, like, moments. He cuts from scene to scene in this documentary. And this is just a scene from the documentary.
Yeah.
Kanye West pulls up to Jaden Smith. Mm-hmm. Want to listen to my new song? Cop pulls up something that is, like, very much found, like, fuck the police type shit. Right. Like, it's all, but not to break it down like that, and, like, you get it, but
yeah. Can I record this? Is very is audio voyeurism.
Right. I'm saying with, like, Tim Warner filming it in a, if we've got just, like, a camera rolling all day, or, like, we've swapped out certain shit and we're just like, all right, good morning. And we edit it, but we put it as, like, we put it together in some way as, like, a special too.
Right. So are we talking about Tim again?
Yeah.
I see, it was that. Yeah, sorry, yeah. And I
told you were gonna take something away from the I'm Attack on Titan.
I forgot, wait, we should watch Dumb Money.
I'm Attack on Titaning you, where you think
everything's
what
important.
You're watching is bullshit, but it's actually.
Oh, yeah. That's why you stick the fucking pill in cheese. And the dog just eats it up.
The pill was cheese all that time.
It's really, it's really not a good metaphor, actually.
The pill was not the pill. That's the trick. Come on, one episode, man.
We never even talked about. Okay, so when the TV
you're
dropped,
stalling.
When the TV, no, I'm not. I'm fine. Seriously not. When the TV was dropped.
So we're gonna watch the episode.
This is the final thought.
Okay. Dude, I'm sorry, I'm like so militant.
You're okay.
It's so like
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Dude.
Okay.
You got it.
Was the TV? Was there a lot of like consumer research in thinking, okay, we're about to drop this TV. We are going to have we have huge plans regarding we have huge plans regarding what's going to go transmitted, what is going to be sold, how this is going to affect us, what is this culturally going to impact, or did they just release it? You know what I mean? Like, was it like, because now you can't even release anything without doing all that shit. But did they do some level of that, or did they just think like?
Well, it was small.
It exploded.
It was like small TV. It was like you had. I think the TV. I want to say TV was 1936. I used to have these dates.
And this is the whole thing where it's like innovate. Like that was the first TV, and of course not
the
everyone had a TV.
Radio was invented by Italian inventor Guglielmo Marconi. Macaroni. Television invention.
Where the fuck do magnets come from?
Man, I don't know.
Could you tell me? I mean, like Earth. There's just magnetic.
That's not my issue to figure out. That's not my thing, unfortunately. If I had the answer. 1927, the TV was invented.
Wow, that's so
very,
early.
very small screen.
When was the Depression? Wasn't it 28?
Well, you had the market crash in 29. That's like a huge fucking...
Because everyone bought too many TVs, little TVs.
And then
everyone got depressed and stayed inside.
But dude, even in Roosevelt era, even in Roosevelt era,
dude,
people were listening to the radio.
Yeah, right.
Fireside chats and all this shit.
Fireside theater.
What is the first biggest television event in America? Pop quiz. Boom, 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 boom.
Television. Something about the war?
The moon landing.
Wait, really?
Yes. What was the highest watched season finale of any show? Like the first show on television that everyone tuned into the season finale. Like everyone who owned a TV tuned into it. If you're ever on Jeopardy, you'll need this.
What is,
You won't believe it.
I mean, it's not Archie Bunker or something, right? Is it MASH?
Yes, it's MASH.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I swear. Yeah, MASH.
Yeah. I've never watched MASH. I should watch MASH.
That was like the big season finale. The moon.
You're right. I think it's a good season finale. I heard. Yeah.
I think people were watching TV in the 50s. You know what I mean? But it was like, some people weren't ready. Financially, I think there was a financial gap.
The 70s was really like the TV age.
I think the
60s and 70s.
The closest thing to our understanding of it is from tube TVs to flat
So it
screens.
existed, and then advertising got its little hands in it, right?
What do you mean?
/ always had their hands in it. I'm just saying.
They always. I mean, that's.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking, like, obviously magazines was really the only thing that they had before TV and radio, let's say.
It's funding. This program is funded by. That's why PBS is public. It's like this.
Right. Are there not? What are the commercials on PBS?
It's for the shows.
Really? That's it?
Yeah.
And nothing.
And
about,
then there's like educational.
And ask about donations.
And like a school maybe. Schools.
I
want to say a charter school isn't involved, but a charter school might be involved, which blows.
You know what's
charter schools, dude.
Is Austin Public PBS or like public broadcasting, because I don't think it is, right?
PBS?
It's public broadcasting, but it's not PBS, obviously, right? So here's the thing, fucking. No matter how many times I mention it's Austin Public, he always thinks that like we're on, like he calls it PBS, and I'm like, we're not on PBS. I think he likes me to a degree. I don't know. I really can't tell. Yeah, I don't know who I am. Here's the thing. I don't care at all about what these PAs think about me because I'm fucking myself. And like I'm kind of myself there, but I'm just kind of like I'm a little jackass. Like it allows me to. I'm like a fucking.
Why can't that be in a comedian perspective? Or like, why do we feel like that can't be? You know what I mean?
I don't know why. Because like they're not like, I don't know. Maybe
it's an attitude. I think it's an attitude of a different age.
Yeah.
I think it's an attitude of the current age, but the season that is playing right now is coming to a finale.
Dude, he wants to have his fucking wife on the podcast.
It's the niche. The split is too splitty. The niches are too niched. It's not that type of comedy is bad. That type of comedy will always be there because everyone's doing it at all times on Instagram and shit. You know what I mean? So it will continue sustaining. The secret is being the one who can utilize or somehow do something different with the given circumstance. Who is this?
It appreciates me. This is one of the... Okay, well, actually, you know what?
This...
respects me enough. Yeah, this is the final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Anyway, television.
This college kid was definitely flirting with me.
Nice.
She's cute. But
why'd you say it like that?
She's 21.
This college kid
She's 21.
So she goes to college.
And she's cool. Who knows? We might hook up sometime. But this girl, I like, oh my god, is she like not like someone called her hot the other day, and I'm like, she is like cute and she is like, she's cute. She's a cutie. Like, she's just, and she's like someone that I could find myself, like, would love to get to know more and, like, be interested in, like, seeing if there was a potential of some sort of thing. And it would not just be for hooking up. It would be like, I'm interested, but who knows? She might be crazy. Just like everyone. But, okay. I want to find, like, I want to find one where she's not just, like, being hot.
Isn't it crazy that, like, the current dating thing is like, wow, I'm meeting an insane person. Like, everyone has niched themselves so hard into, like, whatever they consume that, like, anyone... Oh, she's pretty.
Isn't she so cute?
Yeah,
she's such a sweet person.
Dude.
She's such a sweet person.
Why do I sense that off the picture? That's really nice.
So, but then there's, like, shit like this.
Yeah,
and she's cute.
Why not?
She's so cute.
What do you mean? You said that shit like this. I was like, what do you mean?
Well, because, like, you know, it's like she's being a hot girl in this photo.
Yeah, because she's hot.
Oh, she's a cutie.
And
yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Who knows? I don't know. I'll see what I can do about it. I'm not gonna push anything at all. She's interested in going dancing sometime, so that's cool.
Come on, Nick.
We'll see.
Likes you.
We'll see.
That's it.
We'll see.
That's it. What would she think? Would she think of a cross country sobriety?
I don't know. She might be interested in doing wardrobe for it.
That'd be sick.
Anyway, that's my world right now. I'm interested. I'll take a meeting with him someday.
You have to hit him up and be like, yo, man, dude.
Have him on a podcast with Tim Warner.
And tell him, like, he's hosting.
Dude, you know what I would love to
hosting.
do? Yeah, you know what I would love to happen is to put Tim Warner and... If Tim Warner ever had people on, I would love to have him on.
Yeah.
And just let them fucking hash it out, because he hates so much.
Have him be, like completely...
I want, like, this is, like... I don't know how long it's going to take. And they're going to be... I hope they can be friends by the end of it, because it's whatever... I think, like, they both could be... Like, they could get over it. I think, because... I think once he talks to a little more, maybe, and, like, maybe not putting on or whatever, I think that they could have a real... But I don't know, like... I don't know. It's like putting, like, two fucking, like, what's it called? Beta fish in a tank together, and, like, just, like... Who knows? Like, one of them might die. But anyway,
dude,
if it's just the ego,
say
that's good.
Me, like,
I want you to be open about this. This will be really good.
This would be... He wouldn't get it. Like, that's the thing. He's too...
Yeah, you're right.
He wouldn't get it.
Yeah.
That's a thing where you literally need to fool someone into that.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, once you did, like, there's enough ego there that he would know. He'd be like, you're making me look stupid.
No, I'm not trying to make him look stupid. I'm not trying to make him look stupid. I'm trying to, because Tim hates him. Because... Or,
like, we'll have Tim in. And,
I want them to talk about why they don't like each other.
Like, a real, like, honest... You think he wouldn't do... You think...
I don't know.
I think you're...
I think if it got him views, I think he'd be open to it.
I think it's too small? Too small to be...
Let's bring on the tour. Still open for fucking Tim Warner.
Like, would have to commit to being like, I'm the drama guy.
Dude, I still stand by that. I think if there was a comic in Austin to open up for Nick Mullen, it would have been Tim. It could have been Tim Warner. I see it.
If there was a comic to open up in Austin?
Yeah, if instead of fucking Holly. You know what I mean? When we saw Nick Mullen, they had an opener, and it was just someone in town. Who else could...
Oh, yeah.
Nick Roche, maybe, but, like, I mean...
You know, moved back to...
I do, yeah. I do. Anyway, can I record this?
Don't put that last part out. I'll get shot. But
what? That like saying a comic moved to another state because they couldn't hack it?
Yeah.
I don't even know what the reason...
Fuck it, that's what
she's
I'm
going to
doing.
do well in Boston if she's... I mean, who knows?
Oh,
Maybe
my God.
She won't.
Called me the other day and was telling me horror stories about how it is at home. And it's just basically like...
What's happening to Rhode Island?
No, it's like my parents are getting old and we're having like an existential like crisis about it. And so I'm like, man, like that sounds like shit. That sounds like ass.
Is that partially why you want to go home?
No, I'm gonna try to utilize my time at home in a smart way and
Get some more savings.
dude, legitimately that Tim Warner thing, I'm gonna sleep on that. I want to think.
Yeah.
I want to think more about that. Something about that I think would be
It stands out to me, and the reason I'm scared about it is just
because it's pretty ambitious too.
It is ambitious. It's maybe a little. No, it's not very. What's the word? Not far fetched, but maybe another word that's like far fetched. But
there is a far fetched element to it for sure.
It's a
I think that's right.
But
I think
usually a gamble. There's one thing I've learned is that the gambler never loses.
Mm-hmm.
He only gains wisdom. Is that smart?
Yeah, it's better to love and lost than to have never loved.
But like the thing is, he only realizes that if he wakes up.
What do you mean if he wakes up?
Well, I mean he'd have to lose. Like once he's out of money and he's on, I don't know, dude. I don't know. It's mental health. It's an addiction. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Right. I think he's hit a certain point with it that
This bread's so bad.
I genuinely think I can just tell he's committed.
I mean, the fact that he went sober is like kind of.
That's
like his track record.
Can I just say?
Like he just proved himself.
I think there's something really intriguing about like the concept.
And he already has a following
in our parade.
There's some people that like him. There's got to be more.
But the thing is, like, that's not all he talks about. He
Right.
really is. He's very well educated, and he is a conspiracy guy.
Yes,
but it would be funny.
But he's a conspiracy guy
with like funny. He's got funny points about it. I think
he comes at it from such a like.
He like a compassionate.
He just says it, but no, but he's just like. He believes it, but he's like, oh, that's cute that you're still like that you're so like wide-eyed, you know? And he doesn't necessarily say that to be a dick.
Yeah.
Depending who he says it to, maybe he means.
But there's something about that I think is
so
really
honest.
It's funny.
He probably does kind of like it too. He's probably like, wow, like, you know what?
There's got to be a way to like, and I think he's doing it. I kind of want to go to see a show.
Yeah, you want to go see him?
Let's go see him.
Maybe, is it weird to drive to a far away show? Is it better to go? Probably support local. I don't even know if it has any far away shows, but that's not. Dude, nah, we shouldn't go to Houston. But Houston could be cool.
Black Rabbit Comedy Club.
Where is that?
It's a pretty nice room, actually.
Where is it?
I think. It is on, I think it was Brazos. Yeah, 411 Brazos Street.
This is another fucking random comedy club?
Dude, but it's like, kind of... Is it in a plaza? Whoa. Dude, it's...
Is it nice?
Yeah. It's kind of sick. It's near the Indian place. Or Handlebar or whatever.
Where is it? But so what's the interior look like?
So that's that. The
is
interior.
It cacaesque? Oh, I've seen that that picture.
That's
Black box.
It's just like a room in a garage. There's some that's kind of sick.
All right, I'm gonna pee. I'm gonna heat up some food, and we're ready.
Think about where we've been. Think about what has happened, and think about where we are now.
And think about where we're going.
Think about where we're going.
both with life and Jujutsu Kaisen.
Can I record this?
Yeah.